Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Osha.
Let's start episode 137 of Ask Vidas and Osha podcast. This question was sent by Dan. He writes, Hi Vidas, just wondering, as of late, have you moved the podcast feed over to another provider? It looks like you have, as clicking the links to listen, for example, on your latest post on your main site takes me over to a site called musicoin.org. Apparently you can play directly from their site, but that for me doesn't seem to be working. That's because Dan is a blind subscriber.
I see.
He writes further, I use a screen reader VoiceOver on Mac operating system 10, so I'm not sure if it's an accessibility issue with their site, whether you have to have an account over there to listen, or what exactly is up with that. I was getting episodes just fine before in my podcast app of choice, that being Downcast, but lately I haven't been. If a lot of subscribers are still on the old feed and using apps such as Downcast, Overcast, iTunes or Apple's Podcasts app, or any podcast downloading apps available on the Android side of things, they won't be able to get your latest episodes. If you could please provide me with a link that I can stick into my podcast app to subscribe to the new feed. Doing a search in any podcast app still brings up the old feed in search results. Thanks and take care. Dan from Ontario, Canada.
Well, this is a very technical question, so Vidas, maybe you will answer it.
First of all, it might be frustrating for all the users who have been listening to our podcasts for some time, because we haven't updated our SoundCloud channel, right? Because we put every new podcast to Musicoin, right? He's right. Dan is right. We use musicoin.org. That's because this platform is built on the revolutionary blockchain technology and is dedicating to treating musicians fairly. What do I mean by that, Osha?
Well, that musicians get paid more.
More?
Yes.
With SoundCloud, they don't pay at all. Actually, you pay subscription for entire month or a year, and you don't get anything in return. So it's almost the same with any other podcasting services. YouTube might host your videos, and you could have an advertisement, and you could get a little bit of revenue, but that's actually basically nothing comparing to Musicoin.
Yes, so the Musicoin seems most fair for the musicians.
So right now, for example, looking at my Musicoin profile, I have right now earned, after about basically more than 1 month, I have earned something like 3,600 Musicoins. And one Musicoin is worth about 4 or 5 cents right now. So you can do the math. That really is a beneficial way for any musician to try out, I think, this platform. And for blind listeners like Dan is, I think the solution will be very simple. In the new year of 2018, the Musicoin team is planning to release the app for the phone, and they will be easily able to listen on the phone then. And not only Dan, but anyone who uses phones for listening audio on the road. So that's why we are doing this, because it's a good experiment for any musician, and we would like to report how it works. And after 1 month, I have reported in some place in one post that it was like $110. So it's a good start, I think, for people. It's just the beginning of this platform. If you join early, you would do, I think, quite well in the future. You can use our invitation link to join this, and of course, feel free to subscribe to our channel at Musicoin.
Sure.
Right. So yes, this was a technical question, but we have explained the reasoning why we are uploading our audio content. Not only this podcast, right? We are uploading
our
music that we perform and older podcasts from other platforms too. So it will catch up to the current state, and this will be a very robust and comprehensive platform and channel for the future reference too. Oh, and by the way, you can divide your revenue between up to 8 people. For example, if I have a guest of my podcast, I can divide my revenue share with that guest if simply he is on the Musicoin too. If I have an ensemble of up to 8 people, I can easily divide that revenue between the group members, and they automatically get their share. Whenever somebody is playing back the audio content, whether a podcast or an instrumental music or vocal song, then currently this platform gives you 1 Musicoin. As I mentioned before, this Musicoin right now is worth about 4 or 5 cents, and the value of that Musicoin is likely to increase over time, because as this platform gets traction, more and more people will start using it, and as the value of the Musicoin gets to 10 cents, then they will start giving the artists only a fraction of the full Musicoin, but not less than 2 cents. That's their promise. And for 2 cents, it's a decent amount of pay, very fair amount of revenue for every musician, for every independent musician. You will not get anywhere better treatment for musicians on any other platforms. And it's of course free to join for listeners, to free to listen, and of course free to upload your music. You don't pay any fees at all, and you get music coins instantly, directly, automatically to your account. And then you can once you get enough music coins, you can transfer them to your desktop wallet, and then from there you can exchange them to the currency which is called Bitcoin, and then from Bitcoin to any other currency, including dollars, euros, pounds, anything else. So it's an intermediate way of storing your music coins on the wallet if you want to cash out in the future. Wonderful. Thanks guys for listening. Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. This was Vidas.
And Ausra.
And remember, when you practice.
Miracles happen.